Hey everyone, guess what time it is? Yep, it is time to build a worm bin. So what I've got here is a stock tank. It's 20 inches by 42 inches and 2 feet high. And I've got the leach-it bucket with some coconut coir. Got some handles here that I'll use this half-inch plywood as a top, and then I've got these vents that I'll put on the side along with some screen right underneath. So yep, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do today, get that ready. So I also need to make a chair or a stand for it, and you know, that'll be pretty simple, just to keep it up off the ground so I can put the bucket underneath it. So I'll keep you updated. Okay, I'm making good progress so far. I'm not filming all the tedium, but basically I put a drain hole here, just a bunch of holes in this one end. That's going to be draining the leach-it into the bucket. And then move this over to the side here. I put in these, I basically drilled a bunch of holes instead of making one big hole. I don't have any screen behind this, but it's basically, you know, it's got sheet metal screws in it, and it's pretty solid. So that'll give the worms ventilation. I did it on both sides. All right, let's see. I think the next thing is to build the actual chair and then the lid. So stay tuned. Okay, making progress on the chair. And what I've done, really simple design, and I've offset it about a half an inch so that the legs splay out a little bit, give it a little bit more stability, kind of like a sawhorse. Yeah, so this looks like it'll work. I'll put on the other two legs, and then we'll be ready to set up. Okay, the lid is done. So it's got cleats on it just to keep it on and make it convenient. Very easy to handle. All right, I'll go ahead and set it up. Oh man. Okay, I think once I get it all set up, I'm going to get the coir and moisten it some other time. I just wanted to get everything ready and then order the worms. I'm thinking about ordering just 500 because they'll reproduce and we have time. So I'll go ahead and set it up now and keep you posted. All right, got the chair here. It's nice and solid. It's angled down. The leach-it bucket is there. I'll put newspapers in there. And I want this to be right about at the edge. Right about there. Move it up a bit. And the bucket will be right under the drain holes. Like so. Looks like it'll work. As you can tell, it's in the shade. This is the high afternoon, so it's getting hot. It's in the 80s. So this goes on. Cleats are over. Got the ventilation on the sides. That might be a little too downhill, but it should work. What I might do is put a stone or a flatter, dig out a little bit and make it flatter for the bucket. But yeah, I think this will work for the worms. Okay, it's May 3rd, Sunday. It's been 4 weeks since we've planted the seeds. Everything's coming up really well. These bush beans are just exploding. The peas are doing really well. Swiss chard getting crowded out a little bit by the southern giant mustard. I'm learning. This is my first raised bed, so you know we're definitely learning. But we're gonna have some good salad. Oh man, this is gonna be nice. Collards, lettuce, cabbage. The spinach is going really well. We got some onions and some grass. Got some carrots, and the radishes are going crazy. Maybe I overdid that. Cucumbers aren't doing that right. Got some squash and tomatoes. So I'll come up here this evening and water. But I need to get some earth in these buckets. I'm going to plant some zucchini. Worms are ordered. Now we need to mix up the coir, and we're putting in some strips of bedding out of newspapers. So, excellent job. So by the time I'm mixing the coir, you should be done with the newspapers. All right. Got to get 5 gallons per block. I think I'll use the bucket next. This is a 5-gallon bucket, so I'll just fill this up. So here's the level of the water, and used several different waterings. So this IBC toad is fantastic for the garden. So we'll just keep the system working really well. This coconut coir is going to take a while to soak, so just go ahead and have both of them soak overnight, and I'll come out and break them up. It's not supposed to rain, so it won't get over full. Okay, that's good. How about this? Keep it submerged. All right. Come up here tomorrow. It should be all Look like a lot of air coming out of there, so should be able to break up tomorrow. So stay tuned.
There's lots of scraps I can see.
Then we'll put the coir in tomorrow after it soaks. Look at those.
They seem a lot bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it needs watering because it looks like it rained today. So I'll give them a break from watering. But this Swiss chard is being crowded out. I got some grass in here. But these are doing really well. And this giant mustard is just kicking butt. And the kale looks good. All right, we're going to go ahead and fill up the worm bin with the coir, coconut coir. Good worm habitat. And then we'll put some cardboard on top. It's probably as deep as we ever want to get, right there. All right. Go harvest. Okay. Wow. Looking good. Cabbages aren't doing as good though as I would like. All right, so let's get a few radishes. Whoa, look at that. They're all coming up out of the ground. Getting them on the inside.
Which ones are we trying to get?
Just try to thin them out. Just get a few interspersed, like.
Because these on this side are lower than.
Yeah. If you see a lot of red, go ahead and grab it. Like these two are pretty good. Man, that looks good. Look at that. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Thick.
Three of them over here. Okay, I think that's good. That's probably good for a day. We'll come back up tomorrow and get some more. All right. Ooh, look at the squash. That's really doing well. I think I might have to water it. It looks like it's dried out. So let's go ahead and do that.
We're gonna have a lot.
A lot? Well, remember, we're having a salad and, you know, we're going to have radishes in it.
Yeah, but after all of these, there's no difference. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
See.
We'll just, you know, the longer they're in the ground, the spicier they get. So we'll just we'll get used to it. We'll get acclimated. I'm really excited. Our first harvest. Look how green everything is. Okay, we learned one thing about radishes. We need to basically have, you know, plant them in batches. Like plant the first batch, wait a couple weeks, then plant another batch, you know. So that's what we learned. Radishes are, you know, you plant them all at once, you're going to get them all at once. Good thing is, say we harvest all the radishes, we'll have space for more stuff to decide what we want to plant after they're done. And we got them before the radishes split. You know, if they're in there too long, they split. What kind of salad dressing do you want to put on? Vinaigrette or something, or maybe raspberry vinaigrette, because remember, it's going to be kind of spicy, I think. Hey friends, well, guess what came in the mail today? FedEx. Well, we got some Uncle Jim's worms. We got, I think, 250 worms, and we're going to put those worms in the worm bin here, and yeah, everything's ready for the worms, so we're really excited. We had our first harvest of vegetables yesterday, had a really good salad of radishes and radish greens and some spinach leaves, so we're going to do that too. But first, let's take care of getting these worms into their new home. So, yep, there they are. Came in a FedEx box, little holes cut into them. Labeled perishable. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up the box of the worms. Carefully, not to cut any in half. Right, what did we get inside? This is an unboxing. This is a worm unboxing. We got a nice little note here from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm with an advisory. The worms came in a nice little bag here. In fact, some worms looks like they've escaped. The ones that escaped didn't do too well. So let's get these in there. We'll take the top off and put them in. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, what we're going to do is take the top off now, and then we're going to dump the worms in. So go ahead and take that off. You can see we've got the coconut coir that we put in the other day. We'll use the tool to make a trench, and we'll put the worms in the trench right here. Just make a little holes, and they'll actually, not too much right there, that's good. Here, let's put it lengthways, and we can put them like in that little trench there. You want the knife?
I got it.
All right, from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. These are called red wigglers. They're supposed to be outstanding bass bait. It's an overcast day, so not sure if you can see the red wigglers, but some of them are wiggling. Yeah, they're doing well. They're alive. And the coconut coir is nice and moist, not too wet. So, making sure we got them all out of there. Each little wiggler is a potential parent to baby wigglers. So we want to make sure we get some of those that are in the box in there. Yep, they're not very active because it's kind of cold out. So what I'll do is I'll put some more leaves in here, you know, we just wanted to get them in the habitat, make them happy, and we'll put some cardboard over top of them to help them with the light. They look like they were stressed. They're not very active. Let's hope that they're okay. We'll come back tomorrow and check on them. So, all right. Let's put the pizza boxes on, and the other boxes. Pizza box should be good to just kind of lay over top of it. Yeah, just like that. Watch those screws. Yeah, you can just put it like that. That'll keep them cool and keep the moisture in. And then let's put some food in with them too. You know, that food that we have, the coffee grinds and some greens, and that paper towel can actually go in there too. That's all composted material. So, yep, those are all the radish tops that we cut off, and coffee grounds. So that should get them started anyway. And we'll come here and we'll feed them once a week. So now we'll finish up here, get the top on, and we'll do our nightly salad harvest. So I think that does it for the worm bin. So appreciate you watching. Homestead Pilgrims out. Okay folks, it is May 8th, and it's a good 5 weeks since we planted. And look at all of this. This is just amazing. It's an overcast day, so it's getting some good rain on it. But the peas are doing great. Look at those bush beans. Oh my goodness. And the collards are just doing fantastic. I'm sorry, these are southern mustard. Those are the mustard greens. We're going to have some mustard greens soon. The kale. What are these, collards? I think so. Lettuce is coming up. We've got cabbage. We've been eating on this spinach, so we're going to harvest some spinach today. And the onions are starting to show up. Carrots are, and of course the radishes. They're ready to go. So we're basically We harvested 15 yesterday. That was too much for a salad. We had a lot to eat, so we're just going to harvest 5 each, and that should do us for a good salad with some spinach. And then, of course, these are the cucumbers, the squash, and the tomatoes. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and harvest and get our nightly salad. So, really excited.